Welcome back courtside on Buffalo Wild Wings Radio Row in Wise Pies Arena. You're locked into the Lobo Basketball post-game show. New Mexico 84, Air Force 55 is the final. It's time for our Delta Dental Coaches' Comments post-game, brought to you by Delta Dental of New Mexico. Lobo head man is Craig Neal, and Coach Neal, congratulations. Boy, you guys look great in the white sneakers there with the black Nike swoosh, and your team played great tonight.
Yeah, I wasn't really good. The black swoosh is not school colors, but it matches the suit, so I would have rather went with red. But it's kind of what we had, so we went with it. Worked out pretty good.
What'd you like the most about your team's effort tonight?
I think what I liked the most is I thought they played real unselfish from the start. I told them before we went out, I said, hey, when guys get on the floor, I want you to go pick them up. I want you to huddle when you're supposed to huddle. I want you to stand up on the bench when guys come out. I want you to, we can't expect our fans to get us energy every game. And, it's our job to play at a high level so our fans get into it and help us and be the home fans that they are. And I just told them that. And I thought they played really well. I thought we really moved the ball. I think we took the great shots. I told them, I said, I want great shots. I don't want good shots. I want great shots. And I thought they moved it. They didn't force anything. Shot-wise in the first half, I thought we played excellent offensive basketball to shoot the percentages we shot. Then the second half, I thought we came out a little like we usually do the first 8 minutes, and then we had to get back going again. And so it was there was no rhythm to the second half because there were so many fouls called in the first 6-7 minutes, and there really wasn't a nice rhythm. But we scored 1.4 points per possession in the first half, and I think 1-2 for the game. So that's what we're looking at. I thought we were better defensively. I just thought they improved, and that's what we got to continue to do and grow up.
Coach, credit to you, because I thought you got unprepared this week for Air Force. I mean,
right.
When they came out in the first half, they were focused.
Mm-hmm.
They played within themselves. They were patient on shots. Didn't take anything early. And so credit to you, because I think you guys got them ready this week. I mean,
I thought we really did a good job. I thought Wrench and Harry did a nice job. We put some drills in instead of guarding them, but I thought we went full speed and really did some good things and had them prepared to guard at a game speed. And I think we got to do that with this group. It's just like going to the other gym and doing some things that we haven't done. But, I told these guys, I said, we've had some great teams here. Really, really great teams. And, there's no reason why you can't be one of them. And, it's funny to look down there and we got everybody back with 4 new guys coming in. And the only one you lose is Tim, who's had a great career here. And they're just a lot of fun. I mean, that was fun to watch tonight. It's fun to coach. I thought we got great minutes from Anthony Mathis, who just had a hunch. When as a coach, you just get one of those hunches, and it's like I had a hunch playing Xavier where I've been playing him, and he's been successful. And you just have those hunches, and you go with it. And sometimes it doesn't work, and everybody says you don't know what you're doing, you can't coach. And then sometimes, you do it, and it works. But Anthony Mathis, I just had a hunch. And Dane Kuiper was one of the guys that kind of played great against San Jose and kind of got, didn't play his minutes tonight because Anthony came in and went for 16, but then I got Dane in there in the second half and got X back, and then Elijah Brown, he'll be back in the starting lineup the next game, so it'll be more of a natural rotation, and so I'm excited for that, and excited to continue to get going.
I mean, talking about yourselves and your bench, and we talked about this on the air, how important it is to get the minutes, because now we're going into February.
Right.
And as you know, you played the game, I played the game. This is when it's the wear and tear starts to break it down, and you really got to lean on your bench. And I saw that tonight where you were able to get some quality minutes from your bench, and even in San Jose.
And I had to let them go through the process. I had to let them go through gosh, this is harder than I thought it was going to be. Gosh, I got to learn a lot. Gosh, I got this a lot of, but I just got to make sure that I have Anthony Mathis in there with Elijah and Cullen, or I got to have Anthony, I got to have Jordan Hunter in there with Sam and Elijah, or I got to have Jordan Hunter in there with Cullen and Elijah. Then I got to have Dane in there with Cullen. In the backcourt, or little things like that you're trying to do, and I think we've navigated it pretty well, and it'll be a lot easier now that Elijah's back in the lineup, and then we can play guys. But I thought Joe Furstinger did some unbelievable things tonight. I think he's improved. I tried to get him to go do media, and he's just shy. And I just said, Joe, you deserve it. I said, if Joe would believe in himself as much as how good I think he could be, he'd be really good. But right now, he's just, and I'm trying to instill that in him, and he's going to get there because he's going to be a good player for us.
The hunch on Anthony Mathis, was it the thought that with their zone that maybe some, because he's such a knockdown shooter?
Yeah, you watched us play 2 games last year. What did you think of our shooting last year?
Yeah, against Air Force, not good.
Well, and to be honest with you, nobody knew this. Tim Williams got really, really sick last night. So I thought I was going to have to play a lot of 4 guards anyway. So just that was in the back of my mind the whole time because before pregame meal at 3 o'clock, I didn't think Tim Williams was going to play. And our trainer, Corey, did a great job. Our doctors, the nurses over at Todium, they got him ready. And I was shocked that he was able to play at the level he played at because I didn't think he was going to play. And then, I didn't get clearance from Cullen until after I talked to you. Mm-hmm. So, that's one of those things that's out of my hands. And, it was good to have him back. And I think everybody's anxious to get back and play at home. So, but it worked out good. And I just had a hunch that he was going to make some shots. And when you have him out there on the floor with Cullen and Elijah, they can't guard all 3 of them. It's just impossible because then if they guard all 3 of them, then Tim Williams or O is going to be up. So, it's kind of like the group when we had you and Kendall and Tony. And they got to pick their poison. They picked the wrong one tonight.
Great ball movement.
Right.
Created rhythm. Guys were catching it in rhythm. It was one time there was an inbound play where you yelled out, shoot it, and Mathis didn't even have the ball yet because you could see the rhythm. And
I knew it was going to happen.
Yeah.
And I think our guys, they've been doing that well in practice, and I think we're figuring it out, and I think they're learning what – I think one thing that we're doing is they're learning what I want out of the offense. That's part of growing. I think that when the other opposing team scores and I can get us in a set, we're better right now. And then I think once we get us in a set and then we get going and get a rhythm, then they can free flow. Instead of trying to free flow and then pull them back and try to get them. And this doesn't work with the young group. But,
you can see the maturity.
Yeah, they're getting better, Hunter. And I told them that. I said, that's all I want you to do is get better and have fun. I told them, 4 things I put on the board is got to compete. Compete as hard as you can. Play harder than the other team. And I said, have fun. And I thought today they looked like they had fun. I thought they were together. I thought they huddled. I thought they were on the bench. I thought they were lively. I thought they were for their teammates. So that's important to me. And I think that builds chemistry. It builds camaraderie. It builds strength as a unit. And we've got to continue to do that.
Saw something in practice this week I wanted to mention to you because I think it speaks to 2 things that we've already touched on. Mm-hmm. Xavier Adams caught a pass in rhythm right in front of us, right here on the left wing during a practice this week, and knocked down a 3. And Elijah wasn't on the court, but he was standing right over here in front of the score table. He said, that's the one. That's the one that you take. That's the one that you make. And then sure enough, he flipped the court, same spot, opposite side. He nailed it. And Hunter talked about it. What was your little coaches saying about that shot right there?
Yeah, when the ball's in the air, you get your feet in the air, get your feet ready, and he did. It was ball in the air, feet in the air. He knocked it down, and that was, again, rhythm.
But it's just like I say, as good as our offense is, there's no reason to take a contested shot. And when you're a young kid, young guys that want to try to show that they should play more, they take bad shots. Not that they're meaning to take bad shots. They're not trying to be, they're not trying to prove a point or anything, but they just do because they want to make something happen and they're trying. But when they play within themselves and do the little things, then those things work out. And I told X he can shoot as many open shots as he wants. And when he has his feet ready and he's ready to shoot, he makes them. And when he kind of forces it or tries to make plays that aren't there, then that's when he gets in trouble. But I thought he had a great first half. I thought he did some really good things in the second half. But it's just they're sophomore. He's a sophomore.
All right, last thing. Boise State, tough test Saturday.
Yeah, so all of them are tough. So I'm kind of excited about it. I think our guys are excited too. So, we'll see what happens, and I think they're looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to see where we are. But, we've had a pretty good start. Had one hiccup in conference play, but we're getting there and trying to get them ready for something big.
All right, thanks a lot, Coach.
All right, thanks guys. Appreciate y'all.
Lobo head man Craig Neal, our guest. Your Delta Dental Coach's comments brought to you by Delta Dental of New Mexico. 400,000 New Mexicans covered by Delta Dental plans. For more info, log on to deltadentalnm.com. We pause. Back after this.